Buenas noches, teacher.
Good evening. How are you today?
Buenas noches.
Buenas days.
Good
Yo voy a tener un
evening.
problemita.
What?
Solo voy
What?
a estar escuchando porque estoy aquí.
Ah, you're
Estoy
working?
aquí.
Okay, it's fine.
Estoy aquí en el trabajo y voy a estar extendido.
Okay, it's fine, Carlos Daniel. So you're going to be working.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hello, guys. How are you
Hello.
today?
I'm okay, teacher.
You okay? Hi,
Yes.
Jose Francisco. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I am fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm good. Here waiting for my students. You are always late. Hi, Jose
Uh,
Wilfredo.
extra point
Yes,
for
extra point for the ones that are
for
early. Yes. Hi, Jose Bonilla. How are you today? Hello, hello, Jose Bonilla.
Very good, very good.
Ah, okay. Your microphone was mute. Hi,
Yes.
Kevin.
Hi.
How are you guys? How are you today?
Perfect. I am perfect.
Nice. That's the attitude.
Proacting in the future.
Yes. Nice. Okay, what do you remember from the previous class?
Remember the last previous class.
What do you remember? What do you remember, guys? What do you
we
remember from
we
previous class? See?
we saw the countable now and uncountable now.
Yes, countable and uncountable. Now we're finished with that topic, right? How many and how much too?
How many? How
Yes.
many?
Yes. Okay. Uh, it was it difficult or easy?
And
What do you?
for me is confusing.
Why? Tell me why.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Only
Maybe because of the nouns. Sometimes they are countables and sometimes are both countables and uncountable.
yes.
Okay. But in the
Teacher,
way you, yes, Kevin?
teacher, maybe this topic I saw the last the yesterday, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There could be any confused isn't if you have using the a little or how much or a lot of and
Yes, I
maybe
think that
it really is more practical.
yes, you need more practice, but also you need to practice not just in class, you need to practice outside. Why? Because this, for example, I'm going to tell you an example. For example, if I ask you, oops,
Okay.
if I ask you, how much water did you drink in the morning? What is the answer?
How
How much water did
how
you
much water
drink
do you drink? The
in the
answer could be in this. Did I drank water in the morning. Or
I drank?
I drink water in the morning. Or
Mm, but I'm asking you how much water did you drink in the morning?
A lot of water.
Okay, you can say I drank
I
a
drank a
lot
lot
of
of
lot of
water.
water.
some.
But if I change this, oops, if I change this and I want to use how much water do you drink in the morning?
I drink. I drink a lot of water of the morning. I drink a lot of water in the morning.
I drink I drink a lot of. Oh, I drink.
Exactly. Sometimes of you don't get confused sometimes because of of a lot, few or that. Sometimes you get confused because of the question. Okay.
Mm,
Because if you see do here as an auxiliary, you have to ask here, like, I drink a lot of water. It's simple present. If you see did, you're going to answer in past. So that's why we're going to practice question, but later, okay? Because we need sometimes we need because we need to move with other topic. But also you can answer this question. For example, how many pair of shoes do you have?
I have five pair shoes.
I have 5
Pair shoes.
pairs of shoes. Or you can say, oops, or you can say a few, short answer. Then that's it.
It's much short.
You can give a short answer. How many pair of shoes do you have? A few, right? So you can use
Okay.
also the how much water did you drink yesterday? A little,
A little. Yeah.
not
I.
much,
Okay.
a lot.
A
So
lot of.
you can answer the question with short answers too, using just the quantifiers. Okay. Now, let me see, let me see. Do do you remember the question you created yesterday? You created yesterday? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Kevin, choose your victim and ask one question.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Right now.
Yes.
Let
Tell me.
me let me
No,
election.
no, no, no. Yesterday you wrote 6 questions. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. Now choose one question and choose one classmate.
Okay. Okay. Right now, I'm going to tell you, for example,
Mhm.
uh, how many pet do you have in your home?
Okay. Choose your victim.
Okay. Let me check. Okay. David Moises Mengíbar.
David. Okay. Ask David. How many pets do you have at home, David?
I have one dog.
Okay.
Okay. I have one dog or one dog. Simple, short, and you can say one dog. That's it. Or the full sentence, I have one dog. Thank you, David. Choose your victim. David.
Let me check.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
Mm, Karina.
Okay, Karina.
Kari.
Okay.
How many pupusas do you eat?
um, a few.
Okay, a few. Excellent. Short, right? Yes. Karina, choose your victim.
um, Jose Francisco.
Jose Francisco. Ask Jose Francisco.
Um, how many cars do you have?
I have a car.
A car. Okay. Thank you, Jose Francisco. Choose your victim. Okay. Thank you, Kari.
Welcome.
We have Roberto, Francisco Mauricio. We have Jose Bonilla.
José Bonilla.
Okay, ask one question.
Mm, well, how many milk do you drink?
How many drink or how much milk?
How much drink? I'm sorry. How much drink do you drink?
How much milk do you drink?
I a lot of
A
drink.
lot of. Yeah, you can say a lot of
A lot of.
or I drink a lot of milk, right?
A lot.
Thank you. Choose your victim. Thank you, Francisco. Victim? We have Roberto, Francisco Mauricio, and
Roberto.
okay,
Roberto.
Roberto. Ask Roberto, please.
How many members does your family have?
Can you repeat, please?
How many members your family have?
How many members does your family have?
Okay.
Mhm,
I have
mhm.
I have many. Uh, I have many.
You have or your family has? Listen the question. How many members does your family have? My family, for example, my family has a
Okay.
lot of members.
Okay.
We are a lot. Mhm.
My family. My family has. Can you repeat, please, the question, teacher?
Okay, yes. How many members does your family have?
Okay. My family has uh, five members.
Okay, yes, it's just yes, okay, nice. Okay, and the last one, ask Francisco Mauricio, please.
Okay. How many windows has your house?
Does your house have?
Okay.
Mhm. Francisco Mauricio? No, okay, he's not here. Okay, so ask me, Roberto.
Okay.
Mhm.
Piensa, piensa.
The same question, Roberto, the same question. You can ask the same question.
Bueno, how many, entonces, how many windows does your house
Does your house have?
has? Okay, has.
Okay. My house has 3 windows.
Okay.
Mhm. My house is small, guys.
Uh,
It's my little champita. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we're finished with this topic. We're going to practice later, right? Because I think you have problems with the answers of the questions, okay? So that is, but we're going to start today with a new topic. So let's see, the class objective. David, can you help me to read class objective?
Okay, participants will develop competencies
Will
that
be
will allow
able,
them
will be able.
will that will allow
No,
will
wait. This is not the class objective. This is, no. Okay, guys. Sorry, David, now you're safe. You're going to read the agenda, okay?
okay.
So the class objective is participants will be able to talk about activities they have to do. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, this is the agenda. Please, David.
Agenda, conversation, video, how to exercise, group work.
Thank you. That's the agenda for today. So we're going to start with a conversation. We're going to work with a partner to read the conversation, then switch roles and read it again. I will read it for you, and then you will practice with a partner. So I will start. The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything. Where does he have to store the boxes? He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse. Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift? They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first. She is going to say they can use it. I am going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do. Okay, so do you have question with vocabulary or pronunciation? No? Nope. Yes? No? Yes. Okay. Okay. So no questions, let's continue. I will send you this to the WhatsApp group. I will create the groups and you will practice this conversation. I will read it one more time for you because I will read it one more time and slowly, okay? It says, the new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything. Where does he have to store the boxes? He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse. Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift? They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first. She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do. Okay, question, vocabulary, pronunciation?
Vocabulary.
Yes.
What is the meaning live?
Elevator.
Okay.
Is another way to say elevator is a lift.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's practice this conversation, guys. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Miss?
Good, and you?
I'm fine. Very tired, but happy.
Nice.
Happy because I staying home.
Ah, okay, good. Nice, George. Okay, we are practicing, George. We're practicing the conversation I sent to the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Is this one? I sent it to your WhatsApp. I will read it. Welcome, Carlos. I will read it to see the pronunciation, and then you practice with a partner, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, it is. The new materials just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything. What does he have to store? Where does he have to store the boxes? He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse. Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift? They have to use the lift. But ask and tell the secretary first. She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do. So that is the pronunciation. Do you have question with pronunciation or vocabulary?
Okay. I pronounce right now.
Yes, you're going to practice with Lil.
Okay. My friend Lil.
Yes, she is coming.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, Lil is not entering. Carlos Calderon? Carlos Calderon, are you there? Well, Lil is coming. So I will join you to a group, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, George, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? So please practice the conversation. You were alone, right, Roberto? Because Francisco is not here, yes.
Yes. Por eso no había practicado.
Okay, so you can practice with George, okay?
Okay, very nice.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Sorry, good evening, but I don't know why I had problems. I couldn't see you were entering.
I don't know, teacher, but I had a problem with my Wi-Fi.
Okay, maybe that's why. I will join you to a group. We're practicing the conversation I sent to the WhatsApp group, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay. Le das con Aaron, ¿verdad?
Douglas, what are you doing here? You told me you were not.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, what are you doing here? You told me you will not be in class.
Vine tarde del trabajo, teacher.
Okay, it's fine.
In the house hoy.
Yes.
Today. In the house today.
Yes, I can see that. Okay,
Okay.
practice.
It. And then I am going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Okay. Again?
Yes.
Okay. The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that the house to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan, he and Ivan how to store them in the warehouse.
Okay. But there are many boxes. And can they use the lift?
They how to use the lift.
Sábado, domingo.
Estamos de lunes a viernes. Sábado,
Pues sí,
domingo.
horario administrativo. Me
Sí, horario administrativo.
Nice Spanish.
En Chief Bravo.
I know you are these people.
Hi, teacher.
Hi,
How are you?
good, and you?
Very good.
Okay.
No me podía conectar otra vez, me cayó.
Will you work on weekend?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm free. No, but I have to work because I prepare classes, I check homework, many things. So Lil, you can practice. Are you there, Lil?
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Now, please,
Hi,
guys,
Lil.
practice with Lil.
Hi, David.
Okay. How are you, Lil?
Fine, and you?
Very good. And Doñan?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Good evening.
Good evening. We are practicing the conversation I sent to the WhatsApp group, okay?
Okay.
But we're finished, so we're going to wait for your classmates and then we practice, okay?
Okay.
Okay, how are you? How was your day today?
Hard. Very hard.
Wow. But no, tomorrow is not your day. Are you free on weekends?
No.
Uh,
Tomorrow working.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's not normal life.
Yes. It's our poor life.
Yeah. But it's better.
Yes, we're happy at least.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's see. We were practicing this conversation. Okay, so Rutilio and I will start, okay? So I am Aaron and Rutilio, you are Sam, okay? The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
Lift. They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first.
She is going to say they can use it. Then I am going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
What they have to do. Well done. Thank you. Now, please, Jose Bonilla and Lil. Jose, you start. Lil, you are Sam.
The new material just arrived in the morning. They Max that he has to store everything. Uy.
Lil, do you have problems with the microphone?
Excuse me, teacher.
Okay.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He had he and I and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the leaves?
They have to use the lift, but as and say the secretary first.
She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Okay, thank you. This is bot, okay? Bot. Thank you, David and Roberto. David, you start. Roberto, you were Sam.
Okay. The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Your microphone.
You're in
English.
mute, Roberto.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan how to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lift, but ask and tell the secretary first.
She's going to say they can use it, then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Okay, thank you, George and Douglas, please. George, you start, then Douglas.
The new material just arrived in the morning. Del Max that he has to store everything.
George?
Sorry.
Missing.
My microphone is off.
Missing.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan have to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the life, both has and the Dell secretary first.
She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Okay. Douglas is but, okay? But.
But
Yes, but. Thank you. Now, Jose Francisco and Kevin, please. You start, Kevin.
Okay, no problem, teacher. Okay, the new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Maxim that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan how to store them in the warehouse.
Okay, but there are man, okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lips, but ask and tell the secretary first.
She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do.
Thank you. Material, right? The new material and lift. Thank
Okay.
you, Karina and me. Okay, Karina, you start.
Okay. The new material just arrived in the morning. Tell Max that he has to store everything.
Where does he have to store the boxes?
He and Ivan how to store them in the warehouse.
Okay. She's warehouse, yes. Okay, but there are many boxes. Can they use the lift?
They have to use the lift, but ask on the tall secretary first.
She's going to say they can use it. Then I'm going to tell Max and Ivan what they have to do. Thank you, guys. Now let's go with the next activity. This is a question for you. What are your obligations at work? What are your obligations at work? For example, what do you think are my obligations as a teacher? What do you think are my obligations? What are my obligations?
Teach.
Teach, okay. Teach, what else? Just teach?
It's investigation then for the
Okay,
class.
okay. Investigate, okay. What else?
Prepare material for the
Prepare
class.
material for the class, okay. What else?
Support your
My
student.
when they behave, right? Support my students when they behave, okay? What else? Just that?
Using many articles for to work. For
Okay,
example, a book, computer,
oh, okay.
anything.
Use gadgets. Okay, those are
Yes.
gadgets like computer, cell phone, blah, blah. Okay, well done.
Score the quiz.
Okay, score quizzes or grade quizzes. Douglas?
teach your student.
Huh?
Teach your student.
Teach my students, okay? So those are my obligations, but what are your obligations at work? Let me see. We're going to listen to everybody. So we're going to start with Kevin. What are your obligations at work? Mention 3. 3 obligations. Kevin. Okay, we're going to wait for Kevin. Lil, what are your 3 obligations?
Um, process
Process hours, okay.
hours and check the time.
Check time, okay.
Um, I think, I oh, no, I forgot.
I can
How
help you.
what?
I can.
Your microphone, I don't know if it is like
Ingresar viajes is how do you say?
you can say process
Ingresar viajes
three.
of company business.
That is for like for the accounting area, right?
Yes, it's
Um
assistant administrator.
okay, so you have to access you say viajes, right? Journeys maybe.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Traveling.
Or travel.
travel
No, it's
Tips.
business
Tip.
company. No.
uh-huh. You can say that. You can mention that in order to specify. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Businesses or business trips or business journeys. Okay. But I think it's trips
Okay.
or flights.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Lil. Choose your victim,
Okay.
Lil.
Thank you. Maybe.
David.
George.
Ah,
Why?
Thank you,
okay.
Why do
Lil.
you laugh? Oh, George.
Two victims,
Okay.
double victim.
He is laughing because he was not your victim. You didn't select him. David, what are your 3 obligations?
I have to prepare information.
Mm-hmm.
I have to send email.
Uh-huh.
I have to join the meeting every day at morning
Okay, good. Choose your victim, David.
para que no quite el impulso ahí, George.
George, okay.
Okay, okay, okay. First obligation and mm, first obligation share the work with my coworkers
Okay.
and and, and, and attend attend the meeting with my
Mm-hmm.
boss
Okay, uh-huh.
and and supervising all activities of
Su
the my coworkers.
so supervise. Okay, supervise.
Supervise.
Exactly. Thank you. George, your victim.
Cari,
Cari, 3 obligations.
Okay. Um, attend the technician, always happy. Don't learn hard work. And check my email.
Okay, well done. Choose your victim, Cari.
Roberto.
Okay, Roberto, 3 obligation at work.
Okay. Three obligations are number one, clean my toolbox, uh, performer operational test, replace the components in the aircraft.
Okay, perform. Okay, perform. Thank you, Robert. Choose your victim.
Um, Douglas,
Okay, we want to listen, Douglas, the transportation guy.
My obligation is coordinate the transport, help with transport question,
Mhm.
and get the staff on time.
Okay. Guys, what do you think about the last one? Are you on time at the home, guys? I'm just kidding, Douglas. Okay, Douglas, choose your victim.
Um, Roberto Carlos.
He was the last one. Well, he was previous you. Another one.
Uh,
We have Rutilio, we have Jose Francisco, we have Kevin, Jose Bonilla.
José Francisco.
Jose Francisco, please. 3 obligation at work.
Uh, do my job good. Uh, mark my tool. Um,
Can you repeat the last one?
mark my tools.
Okay.
Uh, I have I have to work in the clean.
So you have to clean your work area.
Uh,
Or what do you mean? Or you have to be clean when you are working.
oh yes, yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have I have become
Okay. Good. Choose your victim. We have Rutilio. We have Jose.
Rutilio.
Okay. Rutilio, please. 3 obligation at work.
Thank you, Francisco. Okay,
You're
complete
welcome.
the thanks. For the first, complete the form required for the shift. Explain the jobs, the important, and verify job performance.
Verify all
Verify.
performance. Verify. Well done. Rutilio, we have Jose Bonilla, we have Kevin.
José Bonilla.
Jose Bonilla, please.
Thank you. Work 8 hours, respect working hours, and cleaning work area.
Well done. Kevin, please.
Okay, teacher. And for my case, my obligation is prepare different materials, dangerous group for different
Materials.
materials
Mhm.
for different workshop around the world for your repair. The next one is investigate different flight coming out the Araman for the outboard or inboard.
Okay.
The next one is answering a different customer about the different question about the different exportation about
Okay.
this.
Wow. A very complicated job. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when we are talking about obligations, things that you have to do, we're going to use have to. Okay. We're going to use have to. When we are talking about obligation, we are going to use have to. Something that you really have to do or is a must, we're going to use have to. For example, you have to be in class 90 minutes. You have to be on time. You have to work 8 hours. You have to clean your work area. You have to, for example, you have to pay bills. You have to eat, right? So things that you have to do that are like obligation. We're going to use have to. So if it is in present, if it is present, remember, simple present, we're going to use have to or has to. If it is past, we're going to use had to, right? If it is future, you will use will have to, or I am going to have to. But we're not going to study that. Just keep in mind present, have to or has to, and past, had to. We are going to use for have to, we're going to use you, they, we, and I. For has is she, he, and it, right? That is present. Okay, now we're going to watch a video, and after we watch a video, I'm going to explain the structure, okay? So let's watch the video.
Hello everyone, this is Mark again. How are you today? Today we're going to look at have to. I have a sentence for you. You have to be quiet during a lecture at university. You have to be quiet during a lecture at university. So we use the modal verb have to for a strong obligation. This obligation has to be imposed by a rule or by the law, okay? Is, in other words, an impersonal obligation, okay? Somebody else tells you to do something. We use it a lot in American English, okay? Instead of must. Must is disappearing. And in British English, they even use you have got to, okay? It's the same. Pay attention to the tense you want to use have to, because yes, have to can be used in the past, in the present, and in the future. So I can say, you had to learn English when you were younger, okay? You have to learn English now, and you will have to learn English when you're an adult, okay? Remember though that you have to pay attention to the auxiliary, because have to works not as a full verb, but as a verb, as a main verb, okay? So let's look at my introductory example. I said, you have to be quiet during a lecture at university. Okay, somebody tells you you need to be quiet during a lecture at university. Okay, so now let's look at the different types of formulas. We have, for a positive sentence, the subject, then we need have to, okay, then we need the verb in the infinitive, because there is to, okay, and then the object. Pay close attention that sometimes we need the auxiliary. For example, in a future tense sentence, you need the auxiliary before have to, okay? So let's take a look at an example now. You will have to learn English. Okay, you will have to learn English. But if we use the same sentence in the present, obviously we don't write the auxiliary. So I say, you have to learn English. Okay, this is for a positive sentence. So now let's look at the negative sentence. We have the subject first, then the auxiliary plus not, then have to, and then the verb infinitive, and the object at the end. So let's take a look at the same example that I gave you before. You will not, you won't have to learn English. you won't have to learn English in the future. Okay. And now let's look at interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence goes obviously with a WH question word at the beginning, if there is. Then we need the auxiliary. Then we need the subject. Then have to. Then the verb. Okay, infinitive. And then maybe if there is an object. What will you have to do when you move to Canada? What will you have to do when you move to Canada? Okay, this could be an example. Okay, let's recap now. So, have to is used to express a strong obligation based on a law or rule imposed by somebody or an institution. So, is an impersonal obligation, is an impersonal action. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the tenses that you use have to with.
Okay, guys. So that is the way we use have to. But if we're using an auxiliary, in this case, he is using will. Give me, let's see. So here. Okay. Okay, so this is the structure, okay? So if you're using an auxiliary, in this case, he's using will to show you how to use in case you're using an auxiliary. He used will, right? So, but right now we're going to use just have to in present. So we have for the affirmative, we have subject, has or have to, the verb in base form, and the complement. For example, I have to send, reports, right? It's something that I have to do because it's part of my job. What about negative? For the negative, we're going to use subject. In this case, because we are using simple present, we're going to use what auxiliary for simple present, guys? What auxiliary for simple present?
Does,
Don't, doesn't.
do or does.
Do or does, right? So we're going to use do or does not have. In this case, we're going to use have because if it is, we cannot use has because we have the auxiliary does, right? Have to, the verb in base form, and the complement. So what could be in the negative? If it is I, what is the structure for the negative? I don't or do not, the same, right? Similar. They are the same. I do not or don't have to
send reports.
Okay, well, we're going to use it the same. I don't or I do not have to send reports. Now for the question. What are we going to use if we're using simple present? We're going to use the auxiliary do or does, the subject, have to, the verb in base form, complement and question mark. Oops. For example, do you have to send reports? Do you have to send reports? What is the answer for that one? Do you have to send reports?
No, I don't.
Okay, that is short, right? Short. No, I don't. Yes, I do. But if it
Yes,
is
I do.
long,
Yes, I have to send.
yes, reports, exactly. No, I don't have
Yes.
to send reports. That is full sentences, but sure, you can say, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Do you have questions here? For example, what are my obligations? I have to teach. I have to send reports. I have to grade exams. I have to create the reports from Zoom. I have to in the morning because I work with kids. I have to
On
send
time.
what? I have to be
I
on
have
time.
to on time.
I have to be on time. I have to talk with parents. I have to send emails and like that, right? You just have to show your obligations. Okay. Do you understand? Yes or no? More or less.
Like horchata.
Okay. Remember, also you can use past, right? You can use past. What is the past? Had, right? For example, I had to send report. It's the same structure. We just changed the verb and the auxiliary. For example, we're going to use here instead of this. This. For example, we're going to use had. Right? I had to send report. She did not, right? Or didn't. She did not have to send reports. Did you have to send reports? That is in past, right? For example, like, yes, Roberto?
Because they use, no, why they use affirmative had and negative did.
Because it's in past, that is the auxiliary for past. For example, is I had to send reports. I did not have to send reports. The verb is in past, but if you use have, I have to send reports. I don't have to send reports.
Okay.
For example, 4 months ago, I didn't have to send report. Now I have to send report. Right? I didn't have to send report in the past. Now I have to send reports. So that is like past and present. Do you have questions?
Teacher.
Yes, Lynn?
The verb is in the past all the time. The verb.
Which verb? This have.
No.
No. Because
In the sentence, in the sentences, affirmative, the same is the base for.
Yes, it's in base form. For
Okay.
example, if you want to say, let's erase this. And I want to say, I have to be. I have to be on time for my classes. Right? So be is the base form of the verb.
Okay.
Because if you conjugate is I'm, are, and is, but here you're not going to use are and you're not going to use that. The base form of the verb, be, right? It's be.
The auxiliary in past for he, she, and it
It's the
is
same.
have. Okay.
Yes. Just in present is have and has. Just in present because of the third person singular. But in past and future, if you are going to use an, for example, had doesn't have third person singular because it's just for present and it's not for past. And future because we use auxiliary, will, or we use going to. That's why we use have. Just in present we use have or has.
Okay.
Okay, this is, I am showing you present and past and some of future things because you can use anyway. Lo pueden usar de any tense, en cualquier tiempo gramatical. Okay. Can we move? Can we continue? Or do you have questions? No questions? Okay. Now, talking about this, what are your obligations at work? What are you going to do? You're going to work in groups and you're going to tell your classmates your obligations. But in this case, you're not going to say, teach, prepare classes. No, you're going to use a full structure. I have to teach. I have to supervise my employees. I have to send reports. You're going to use a full structure, okay? What are your obligations at work? You're going to use have to. Did you get it? Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Working groups, again, working groups, tell your classmates your obligation, but using have to, okay? So let's work in pairs.
Okay.
Hello.
No, teacher.
Hello.
Wow, Rutilio, Douglas, and David.
Yeah.
How many questions, teacher?
Not just one. Like, what are your obligations? Just mention your obligation. Okay, I'm going to write it here.
Como what have to in the work?
No. Or you can say that, what are your obligations at work? Or you can say, what do you have to do at work? Oops.
Douglas, in your home.
Yes,
Yes, it's at home now.
I am home.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
He is always working. He is a hard-working person. Right, Douglas?
Yes, teacher.
Now Rutilio and David are going to start complaining, Douglas. Okay, guys, good work.
O
Para
mejor
eso,
que llegan a Iron Man.
por eso, come.
Ajá,
Dormir.
lo que pasa es que comen, no me acuerdo en qué contexto se utiliza.
Yes, it's like inside of a place. What do you want to say?
The play. Okay. In Spanish. Okay, the problem is, teacher, que quiero formular la oración en el aspecto de decir, yo tengo que chequear todos los vuelos que vienen a Aeroman, si traen carga o no traen carga para hacer un desabordaje.
Okay, I have to supervise.
I
have to supervise flights, vuelos.
Flyer.
I have to supervise flights.
Supervise. Okay. Only that.
Yes. To supervise.
I have to supervise all flights.
Flights. What else?
For example, el other is other things or idea is checking different material.
Materials.
Material. Material. Check the different material. If it's happen damaging any parts.
Okay. Good.
Then it has to export at different workshops around the world.
Okay. If you're talking about like descargar, you mentioned, right?
Desabordaje y desabordaje.
Desaborde.
Onboarding.
Give me 1 second there.
Checking.
In your obligations, Robert?
I have to prepare the different operational check the aircraft.
And what else? What else? What else?
Only that.
You told me I have to clean my box, my toolbox. You mentioned your toolbox. No?
Yes,
Okay.
I have to clean my toolbox.
Your work area.
The work area, bueno, lo mismo.
The same.
Voy a decir,
Think about another one.
Um, I have to use the, ¿cómo se dice? Casco.
Cap.
No, it's a helmet. Helmet. Yes, I think it is. What? Yes. Sorry. It's a helmet. Helmet.
Helmet.
Yes. Like helmet.
Helmet. Okay. I have to use the helmet.
Mhm.
Only.
Okay.
Only that.
Continue. Think about other one.
77, A, 1, A,
One.
1,
Espérate. Why
1, 0.
A1? Okay.
No, say
Okay.
What are you doing?
7, 7, 7, 7.
Uh-huh.
A1, another A1, A,
A1,
1, 0. A,
1,
1,
0.
0.
Usar el equipo de protección, tengo que decir I have to use o I have to wear.
I
I
have
have
to
to
use
use stay.
protective equipment.
I have to use the I have
Mhm.
to use equipment protection is what teacher.
Is a person, you can say protective equipment.
Protective equipment.
Mhm.
I hate this.
You can use wear or use, both are fine. Luis, what was wrong? Your internet?
Good evening.
What was wrong with the, well, do you have problems with the internet?
No, I I
Sleep.
driving
Oh, you were
driving car.
driving.
I
Okay.
drink side.
Wow. You finished, guys?
No.
Okay. 2 more minutes. Hello, Don?
I don't believe.
You finished?
No, Lily, you
Yes,
are
teacher.
tired. Friday. Yes, teacher.
Yes, I feel tired.
Okay. Karina, why are you
I
quiet?
know, I know.
Es que yo, a ver qué está.
Did you practice?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, okay. Okay, so what are your obligations? George, tell me one of your obligations.
Okay, teacher. I have to attend the meeting with my boss.
Okay, good. Kari, one?
I have to inspect classrooms.
Okay, Ilil?
I have to check out time.
Okay, nice. Very easy, right? I have to, right?
Very easy, very
Easy peasy. Okay, let's go back.
easy.
Let's wait for your classmates. Okay, so we're going to finish with this activity, you telling me your obligation at the work, okay? So everybody will pass. So let's start from Lil. Lil, tell me 2 obligation at the work, or what do you have to do at the work?
I have to process hours
Mhm.
and I have to check out time.
Good job, Lil. George,
Okay.
please. What do you,
Okay,
2 activities. Mhm.
2 activities.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Listen to me, teacher.
Yes, I am listening to you.
Okay, okay. I have to prepare report for the all production the of day,
Mhm.
and another is okay. In I had to analyze the chart, the chart, and write to the different customer for share the work with my coworkers.
Okay, okay. You have to analyze. Okay. Karina, to
Analyze,
analyze. Analyze.
analyze,
Mhm,
I have to inspect cool rooms.
mhm.
I have to download hardware.
Thank you. Rutilio, two. What do you have to do at work?
I have to send email with the jobs performed a day. I have to talk with my boss for the activities to carry out during the shift.
Okay. So performance. Okay.
Oh,
Performance.
perform.
Luis Molina, two activities.
I have to clean my box.
Mhm.
I have to arrive on time my job.
To your job. Okay. Jose Bonilla. And to your class too, Luis. Jose Bonilla.
Poquito.
I have to use protective equipment.
Equipment. Mhm.
Equipment. I have to clean my work area.
Work area. Roberto.
Okay, I have to prepare the different operational set, the aircraft. I have to performance step the tasker for
Mhm.
finish the work.
Thank you, Robert. Douglas.
I have to I have to coordinate transportation and get them to work at home on time.
Okay.
I have to generate report of our trips.
You have to generate or create
Generate,
reports
generate, okay. Report. I have to answer email to employees
to, from employees.
for employees.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's listen to Kevin.
Okay, yes, teacher, yes.
Two activities.
Okay, in my case, I have to check in all material if this damaged. In this, take a decision to repair a workshop.
Mhm.
The next is I have to organize document or bill to deliver a constant.
Okay. Or documents. Okay.
Yes,
Documents.
document, document,
Document.
document.
Yes. David.
Okay. I have to join the meeting for prepare requirements update. I have to send email with job performance update.
Okay. Thank you. Jose Francisco.
Uh, I have to be careful when I work with informative material.
Mhm.
Uh, I have to wear my protective when
Glasses.
I glasses when I drill.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys. So do you have questions? Do you have questions, guys, about have to? We will continue practicing. This is just like the structure and the way we use it, but we will continue practicing. So questions?
No.
Okay, so please put your cameras on. We're going to finish this class because I know you are tired. Okay. put the cameras on. I'm going to pass the attendance.
Attendance, please.
Okay. Álvarez José o José Álvarez.
Present.
José Bonilla.
Present.
Carlos Calderón.
Present, teacher.
Kevin.
Present, teacher.
Miguel Ángel.
Present, teacher.
Douglas.
Present, teacher.
Javier. Not here today. No. Lil.
Present, teacher.
No, he's not here. David.
Present, teacher.
Luis Molina.
Present, teacher.
No. Daniel Orellana. George.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Karina.
Present.
José Rutilio.
Present.
Roberto.
I am here, teacher.
Francisco. Solórzano.
Present, teacher.
Misael. Not here, right? And Jose Torres, not right. Okay, guys. So, guys, this is all for today. Enjoy your weekend. Well, no, right? Some of you, you're not going to enjoy your weekend. I will enjoy it for you, okay? So, have a good night, guys. See you Monday, okay? Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye,
okay.
guys.
Bye.
Teacher,
Bye.
good
Teacher,
Bye.
good
Good
night.
evening, good
Bye.
night.
evening.